Wow. They shipped it without the power brick, really? Okay. Oh, man. I lost all my allies again. It's such a shame this particular one was owned by a family of rabid raccoons. That's funny. Alright.
Oh man, I still have coffee. Oh no, I don't. That's why. I'm out.
Hmm. Interesting.
Alright.
Ah. What's this?
Hmm.
Interesting. It seems like it would have a purpose, but doesn't seem like there is anything. It's a sniper rifle here. It's like I just came across a hex that's like missing, and it has like a little tunnel you could drop down into. But then there's nothing really here in here, just a corpse of a soldier and a corpse of a grunt.
Hmm.
I keep on finding little Easter eggs and stuff.
Oh yeah, they have plenty of it.
Did you see the arcade machine?
Yes, I did.
I saw that and I started laughing. I think I'm going the right way. This game really trips me out with the vehicle placement.
Yeah.
Like, here's some ground vehicles in a place you can't drive up to. Okay.
Thanks for that. Okay. Oop. Well.
Okay.
Now let's talk.
Okay, let's see. Shoot. This looks.
Killing Escharum is the only viable option we have. A power vacuum like that would destabilize the Banished and win us the footing we need to hold out until help arrives. I need volunteers, and I know I'll have no shortage of them. We all want a part of this. But we can't all go and leave Reverie undefended. So we're doing this the old-fashioned way.
Drawing straws. Are you kidding, Griffin?
No, I'm not. This is the plan. A single strike team deep in Banished territory. Agile, quiet, on foot. It's the only way it's gonna work. This might be a one-way trip, so we need people to stay. Or there won't be anything left to protect.
Stop him! He can't kill everyone!
All right.
Give me a good fight!
Oh, what? What just killed me?
Alright. Okay.
She swore that she could rebuild the ring. Allow us to go. If not home,
Yeah.
then somewhere better than this. But no, the Spartan has ended that dream. I have little time left for half-truths and
Yep.
lies.
I'll be right back.
Here's one last chance. The Silent Auditorium, that is what she called it.
Oh shit.
She speaks in riddles, but it matters not. It will belong to the banished, whatever secret it holds. And if she will not share it, we will crush her and take it for ourselves.
Oh my god, these things are not going down. Ah.
There we go. Last gun open.
Let's go fire it.
So let me get this straight. It's okay for
Why
you to
do
make
they
jokes.
have to take so much damage?
Correct.
Oh god, I forgot what these big dudes are called. These big dudes with the shield and a big green gun. What are these dudes called again? Oh, thank God. Oh my good lord. Oh my god, how'd he get right next to me? Good lord. Oh my god, rapid fire? Really? They ain't running up on me like that. Ooh, my good God. Oh, they had all this right here? Really? Oh. You still there, man? You on mute? Last one.
Last one. And cue the lockdown. Huh. No Escharum? I'm almost disappointed. Almost. All set. Let's get back to the Pelican. We did it!
Wow.
I exposed the gun's generator. Destroy it, and the fuse is ticking. Good. Let's get out of here before the fireworks start. repeated message across all banished frequencies. The first part is Hand of Atriox.
And then
Okay, back.
Deploy.
Welcome back.
Chief, where are you?
hold position. We're on our way.
I'm sorry, Chief. I can't stay.
I've lost his signal. If the Spartan killers find him,
That won't happen.
how can you be sure?
Because they'll need to go through me first.
Let's see.
Man, it sure would be nice if I had some troops with me right now. They made me fight 2 warlocks. I think that's what they're called. The big dudes that shoot the big green gun and have a shield.
Oh, I never officially learned their names.
Yep. My game crashed earlier today, and when I went to go back, I had no allies.
Yeah.
And I'm in those areas where you don't have a fob. It's just like this little area with no fob, no allies. There were a couple little areas where I could get allies, but apparently I already got them all. It's where you have to go and destroy the cannons.
Oh yeah, the cannons.
Uh-huh.
The 3 ones.
Yep. And there's already not a lot of allies in that area.
Chief, we've got, well, a lot. See that chopper? I guess that's one of the Spartan killers. And there's the other one. Up there, in the wreckage. You need to stop them.
That's interesting.
Armor as a trophy.
Ooh, someone threw a grenade. Goodness, this pistol hits like a truck.
Chief, we've got, well, a lot. See that chopper?
Ah, come on.
No, you don't.
What?
Chief, we've got, well, a lot. See that chopper? I guess that's one of the Spartan killers. And there's the other one.
The sun.
Who is he?
Chief, we've got, well, a lot. See that chopper? I guess that's one of the Spartan killers. And there's the other one. Up there, in the wreckage. You need to stop them.
There you go. He's down. Oh no! Oh no! You go down. You are not welcome here. What are they firing at? There's no one here. Wasting ammo.
Oh god dang it! Where'd the other one go?
I'll kill the
I'm so glad I spent the money to upgrade these weapons.
Come on. Don't mess with me now. Come on now.
Thank you for all my skills. Oh, big guy.
Get out of here.
Now face me, Spartan.
Watch out, Chief.
One
He's
behind
calling in
us.
backup.
Hold still, well.
Oh, shit.
You crawl. Die, Spartan. I will twist your head off your body.
Woo! My
That
God.
wasn't easy, was it? What if Esherim sends more?
Let him. Echo 216.
Nothing. But I think I can... Yes. Comms are still offline, but I was able to activate his tracking beacon remotely. He's out in the open. The UNSC ship graveyard. I hope he's okay.
Dang. Sure would have been nice to have some soldiers for that fight. I did the Spartan killer fight,
Ooh, yeah.
and I didn't have
That.
any soldiers.
Yeah, I remember that fight. It wasn't fun at all. When I did it, I just had crap weapons. I wasn't expecting to do
Animals.
the Spartan Killers fight, so I just I was like,
me back there.
I'll use these ones and I'll get better ones later.
3.
And that was a
UNSC
mistake.
Condors. Seeing one is rare. Finding 3? It's a miracle. I should have known better. Torn apart. Completely gutted. Sleep space drives obliterated.
We don't have the time.
Over there's another. Shattered and cratered over a kilometer. And there. The last one.
I just got in the cutscene
All
now.
of it. Crushed. Broken. Beaten. Useless.
Enough.
When? When is it enough, Chief? When we're in there? Because that's where I belong.
I missed.
In there. With them.
They're gonna force me to get up,
Worthless
get them some
junk.
out of cover.
Not this. I'm not you. I'm not a pilot. I'm not even a soldier, a marine. I'm a fraud. I stole that pelican. I stole it. You know why? Of course you don't. Have you ever been scared? So scared that you... I'm worthless. You should leave me here with the rest of the carpets.
We all fail. We all make mistakes.
But,
It's what makes us human.
I'm sorry, Chief.
Yeah.
How have you ever failed?
I should have protected Cortana. Stopped everything from going wrong. I failed her. I will not fail you.
Chief. Wait. We're going to make it. We have to.
This is all I've got.
It's all we need.
Aha!
Our only way home is straight through the heart of the Banished.
We need you.
There's a guy. Oh,
We can fix this.
Together.
Of course we can.
Wow.
Together. So, what's the plan? Let me guess. It's dangerous and it's probably going to get us killed. I have my answer. Let's do this.
This guy's performance is pretty good.
well, to do which one? I mean,
The,
like, which?
The character, I forgot what his name is. The guy that pulled Master Chief out of the wreckage.
Nothing is lost.
Oh,
at the
yeah.
beginning.
Deploy your army.
The,
Descend upon him.
Pilot?
No, odds will not break him.
Yep.
The Spartan is not alone. There's something here helping him, connected to this installation.
What is it?
It's remarkable.
You stay over there. You do not need to get close to
Highly
me.
intelligent.
Is it a weakness? Something to exploit?
We will see.
Sorry, what?
The
Oh,
Reformation is
I
controlled
was
from
just about to
this
jump
spire.
over in one end,
Must
and
be protected.
one of the enemies who has a, if you want, turned around a corner, and in melee range, they have a one-shot
Atriox
mechanic.
believed you to be
So I was just like, oh no, I
valuable.
started to panic a little bit there.
Prove him correct.
When the Endless are found, and when you have your ring, then
Ah.
you will never question my worth, and I will never question your judgment.
Nice. Ooh, ammo. Get over here.
The scent grows stronger. Save your strength. I need something.
I just found.
old friend. Anything. Bring me the Master Chief.
What is this for?
Ooh, this is getting good.
Stream.
Hmm?
Stream.
Oh, Halo Infinite.
Oh, you
Ready
got
when you
both
are,
streams?
Chief.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through Mass Effect as well.
Oh no, I checked out your view earlier. So I need to not watch you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm at the very
'Cause-
tail end of the game.
I've beaten 3, but you were when I started watching. I was like, "What's this? Why is she in the? I've never seen this. Where are they at?" And I realized the DLC, and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, I haven't played that yet. I need to not watch this because I want to see what happens." You know,
Oh yeah.
like on my own. You know, like my shepherd. You know,
Oh yeah.
you know.
Oh.
So I saw a little too much, just to say that. I saw a chick in the hot tub, and then I saw people hanging out in the place, and I was like, "Oh no! Ah!" I definitely know who you saved in the first game.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The good news, like, yeah. Luckily, you didn't see too much of the DLC.
No, I know about the DLC. I mean, obviously, but like I have actually been, even though it's been out for years and years at this point, right?
Yeah.
I have been very, very careful not to know exactly what goes on in that scene. So I have absolutely no clue what actually happens in there.
Oh
So-
yeah. Wait. Oh, I need more ammo. But what you did see is very minor compared to the rest of the DLC and what goes on.
Which is why I decided not to watch anymore. So,
Oh yeah.
because I was like, if I watch more, I'm gonna know what's gonna go. I know, yeah. It's like I can't, even though I had to volume off because
Oh yeah.
working, so I can have the sound on. But yeah,
Oh yeah. It's.
Ooh. Is that one? I'm gonna have to go back. I'm probably gonna try and get all the collectibles in this. I am really liking this game.
you're gonna have to try what?
To try and go back and get the collectibles, because I'm really enjoying this one. I am loving
Get back
this.
to the Pelican when you're ready to head out.
I'm sure there's more in this area that I still gotta get.
I'm loving. I kind of like this particular thing I'm doing. Wait, I'm already. What? Oh, I have another one to do. Okay.
Goodness, the window. You get away from me. I do not need you to get close to me.
In 14, like, there's this infamously bad bread that they, like, I think the scholars do just for essentially nutritional value, but it, like, infamously tastes awful. Right?
Oh yeah.
Like, so this quest line that I'm doing for, it's not even for culinary, it's for alchemy or culinarian, right? Is to essentially improve it, you know? And it's really funny because some of the dialogue that they have you choose is just hilarious, you know? It's pretty funny so far. I got the troll all the way there, dang. Alright. I'm gonna go say hi to everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Ooh. Get out of here. Okay. Anything useful in here? Some swords.
Ready when you are, Chief.
Oh yeah, I should take the ship and go. Okay.
Ooh.
A flex fire sniper.
It's not up for debate. Panago, Malik, Sarkar, and me. That's the roster.
For an assassination op? Decided by drawing straws. No, Griffin. We need you here at the Reverie. The Marines need a leader. We all do.
The decision's made. We're gonna get this done now. Take out Eshram and take control of this ring. And you're right, the Marines need a leader. That's why you're staying here, to lead in my absence.
I can't do
You
it.
can and you will. I know you will. No matter what happens.
There we go. It's like a little... What is this? It's like a little plushie I just found.
Oh. I'm not sure.
I found a have you found any of the rare weapons?
Yes.
I was using a rare I think it's smaller, the little handgun shotgun. I just found a rare sniper and a plushie not too far from it.
Oh yeah. A lot of the rare weapons are good.
Mm-hmm. Good lord. Oh man, that fall.
Get back to the Pelican when you're ready to head out.
Alright. I mean, I guess I'm ready to head out. Can I ever, do I ever get the ability to fly or whatever, or get a plane and could just travel wherever I want?
Oh, and you know the Vala system. Once you get enough valor, they'll give you a ship to fly.
Okay.
But it's towards the end of the stuff.
Okay. So I'll be able to come back and get some of these collectibles that I missed.
Yeah. You can look at the valor stuff in the menu, and it'll tell you how much more you need to go before.
Is that FOB?
Yeah. It's like the map and where you upgrade your stuff. It's one of those screens.
Oh! I actually get that really soon. That's the next thing I get.
Oh yeah. And I've used once I got the tank, I started driving the tank around and just using the tank to blow through everything. And then once I got that, I just started flying everywhere. And all the stuff I couldn't get before, or was just extreme pain to get to, I just used it just to bypass. Just skip all this. Let's just head in there.
Oh, I see. And after a while, you start having the ability to get the special weapons. Interesting. Okay.
And some of those special weapons, the targets you find that you fight, you can only get some of those special weapons from them.
Yeah. And I just got the Flex Fire Sniper. I see that's there. I remember seeing a few from the enemies that you fight. But I wasn't sure if I'd see them all back in there, which that's pretty cool that I saw them in there, or some of them in there. I guess I'll end this mission. I'm gonna be able to fly back here and get the other collectibles afterwards, right? Yeah.
Ready when you are, Chief.
Oh, I see. Okay. Continue mission.
All right, let's move. How long has it been since I met you? 6 hours, maybe 7? It's been eventful. 6 months on my own. surviving. Barely. Seems like a dream now. This, on the other hand, mostly feels like a nightmare. Mostly.
Chief? Are you okay? What you said back there about Cortana? You let her down? I don't understand. Your mission was to...
Destroy her.
But you didn't. What happened?
Halsey initialized you. I was supposed to deploy you.
And you did, right?
Yes.
So what happened?
Atriox came for you. He attacked the Infinity. We fought. He won.
He won?
Atriox beat me. Surgically. Precisely. Brutally. Next thing I remember, I was being woken up in this Pelican.
Do you want to know who killed her? You need to know. She was important to you. Very important.
She's... This ring. It's not like the others. There's something else here.
And that's why I'm still here?
Second spire coming up. Where do I drop you off?
Close.
Close it is. Call me in when you're done, Chief.
Wow. Look at the spire. It's so... new. Evolved. Different. Not like the last one.
And you're sure this is the one?
It's acting as the command spire. Coordinating the repair operation.
Can you shut it down?
Hopefully. We just need to look for a door.
Alright. Let's go to the top of the spire. Oh. Okay. Maybe I went the wrong way here? Oh yeah, I absolutely went the wrong way. Okay.
We should search the area under the spire. There should be a way in.
Ah, dang it. Well. So much for that.
to look for a way in.
Oh, the game doesn't want me to go up that high. That's what it is. Okay. I see.
Maybe the door is near the spire. We should search the area under the spire. There should be a way in.
I need to get rid of this sniper rifle. Sniper rifles are great when you're out in the field. They are terrible in these missions.
The sniper rifles?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when you're in the actual missions, they are not great.
I think because a lot of the missions are not have you go into buildings. Well, it's not great to use a sniper rifle at.
Exactly. I mean, when you're out in the field, the sniper rifle is like freaking fantastic, you know?
Oh, yeah.
When you're in those close quarters, it's like, no. I need something different. I love giving sniper rifles to my allies, though, when they have infinite ammo and all that.
Yeah, I've been giving a lot of them the rocket launcher. Some of them have been making shots with the rocket launcher I didn't think possible.
Yep, it's that AI, man.
terrible drivers, but amazing with some of the weapons.
I actually didn't know they could even drive. I haven't even tried it.
Oh, I didn't even bother trying it. I remember
This open?
the experiences we had in the past Halo games.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even want to bother risking it.
Is there a problem?
I don't think so. Okay, there might be a problem. Something, and I think we know who, has modified the sequencing needed to access the spires.
Plan B.
Are we only at B? Seems higher. Okay. Plan B. Those beacons are part of a ring-wide communications network. They can adapt to any frequency, any purpose. It's quite incredible, really. Get me inside, and I should be able to use the pulse to reconstruct a pure version of the sequence.
Should.
I'm making this up as I go along.
Oh man, this is gonna be a lot. I love it. Highly enjoying this game.
You see that, Chief? What are they?
Banshees.
Get that banshee. Get out of here, bitch.
You see what I see? Unclaimed fob just up ahead.
I'm sorry about back there. I didn't want to run, but I couldn't stay.
It's okay.
Ah!
You see that, Chief? What are they?
Banshees.
I'll kill you for this! The human took my vehicle!
Fob up ahead. We could use an LZ in this region.
Chief, I'm sorry about back there. I didn't want to run, but I couldn't stay.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. It was like I was back there, on the Infinity. Hiding. Trying to keep out of their way.
What did you do? What was your purpose?
Purpose.
Job.
I worked in engineering. Civilian contractor. Well, volunteer. I just wanted to help. But I couldn't even do that.
It's over now.
Once I heard Chief was down, I knew we'd lost. I had to run. I had to. I found this pelican and just went. I'm sorry. I never looked back. And then, I was on my own.
Not anymore.
You don't know how good that feels.
No more hostiles detected. Hit that terminal and Fob Lima is ours.
All right.
Decryption complete. Another fob is back in the
Okay.
hands of the UNSC.
And I get that
Just up
fob.
the road from the second spire, too. From here, you can really appreciate the sheer scale of it. The technological superiority of the Forerunners. I know you're used to vistas like this one, but I bet it still takes your breath away. Just a little.
Fob signals coming in clear. You guys need anything? Keep me posted.
Shouldn't be much farther, sir. Hangar bay is ahead.
Chief, we've got 2 featherheads at 10 o'clock. If you can cover me, I'll get a beat on them.
Nice shooting, soldier.
Hey, Chief, we've got Spartans pinned down across the way. Let's get them some help.
Acknowledged.
There's too much enemy fire, Captain.
On your feet, Marine. I've known the Chief to do a lot of things over the years. Failing isn't typically one of them.
Okay, I need to make sure to get a sniper rifle. No, I don't want to get rocket launcher. Next ally.
Spartan.
What are you using? What are you using? Come here. Come here.
Excuse
What are
me.
you using? No.
Stay alert, Marines. Not
You
out of
take
the
that.
woods just yet.
What was that? I was lost in thought. Come on, this way.
You have a good weapon. What's that? A bulldog. Bulldogs are useful.
Down.
I think that does it. I don't see him, but stay alert.
It'll take a lot more than that to take us down.
Alright, we're gonna get a Razorback.
Got it. On the way with the Razorback.
I want to make sure to get. You also want to make sure to get. Where is it? The Riven Mangler.
Spartan.
I'm in, let's go.
Climbing aboard.
Waiting on you, Chief.
All right. I just always get the Razorback, and then have my allies with crazy strong weapons and just blow everything up.
Oh yeah.
UNSC's not going down that easy.
Beautiful work. Got contacts. Opening it up.
Enemy grenade, move!
I'm gonna shove that vehicle down your throat. They're going for cover.
Enemy vehicles incoming.
Stay with them, Marine. You're about to get full. Target eliminated. Great work, Marine. Bailey.
Weakling, face me hand to hand. It's already over. Give up. Search the area.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Transport.
Here you go. Hits on him.
Enemy Dane, move!
This fruit has it out for yours truly. Contact is down. Thanks for the ride.
Ready to ride.
Nice work, Marine.
I'm out of here.
Oh, this is awesome.
We're still in this damn fight. Made it through okay. Eyes up.
Copy that. Weapons up.
You're amazing, Chief. Looks like we did the vanishing today.
He's not here. Unless he's right behind me. He's not, right?
Fight us or hide. You die either way.
What's out there, Chief?
Of course it's an ambush.
We've got long distance capabilities. Ready to go, Chief.
I love the grunts.
Press on. Keep moving.
Oh man. Oh man.
I'm in.
Ready to move.
What do you have? What weapon is that? What the crap? Did you get rid of your weapon and pick up some... Oh,
Yeah.
I hate the NPCs.
Do that a
Damn it,
lot.
they're gone.
And from time to time, when you add an FOB and you try to get a weapon for yourself, do the weapon thing, every now and then they'll walk up and grab it, walk up and pick it up.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize that at first because I bought up a battle rifle, and then I looked down to grab my phone, and when I looked back up, the NPC was grabbing it. I was just like, really? Really?
Disembarking.
Phew! Made it.
I gave you a rocket launcher and you picked up some crappy machine gun? Really?
I'll
Where you
just...
at?
Here.
Where you at?
Sir. Advancing.
Hey there, Chief. Ready when you are, Chief.
You need it, you get it, Chief.
Come on, stow it.
Ready to ride.
I'm in. Time to go.
Alright. Is this a path? This is a path, okay.
We gotta go in there, don't we? This is my stop. Moving up.
Always wanted to back up the Spartan team.
Oh my freaking god. This is why we can't have nice things. My NPCs all jumped off the cliff. Yeah, that wasn't too smart, now was it? It's pointing to this one spot for the armory. I keep on coming over here, and there's nothing here.
Mm. They're doing the final cutscene for me.
I kill you.
Okay. No. Wow. Oh, okay. Let me just see if I can teleport and reset these dudes here.
On your 6.
Sweet.
The Scorpion. The hell are you planning that requires us? You know what? Just never mind. Stand by.
I'm on the gun.
Ah. I knew it.
What now, Chief? Should we start hunting down those beacons, or did you have something else in mind?
Yes, I want to skip the credits.
All right.
Sure would hate to die here.
Time to use a Scorpion. Scorpion time.
Bunch of sad sack Covenant rejects. One less headache. Nailed him! Spartan's racking him up.
Hey. I am.
More of that! That all day long.
Stop streaming.
All right.
Your fob platform, just ahead.
See you in hell, Banished. Sniper's firing on us. You're a damn artist, Chief. You're gonna die, short stuff.
Oh my.
Now let's go to the Nexus.
Yeah, stack them up.
You guys.
Nexus mods.
How's it going, sir? Wow.
Love to watch you work, sir.
Wow, this is a lot of fun.
That's a hit.
What are y'all playing?
I am
We
playing
did it,
Halo
Chief.
Infinite's
5
campaign.
November's ready for capture.
Oh.
Oh my. That is a lot of fun. Oh, what are you getting into?
Fob capture complete, Chief.
I'm just getting up.
For most of the war, this was about as deep into
Oh,
British
yeah.
territory as the UNSC could reach.
You have a good Christmas?
Can you imagine what it was like?
Yeah.
Trying to protect this fob from the banished?
I should note, I am
lives
streaming right now, so there's not, as far as I can tell, there's not a lot of people watching or anything like that. But yeah.
Yeah, went to California, which you already knew.
Mhm.
Did Disneyland, did Universal Studios. And then
Fob signals coming in clear. You guys need anything? Keep me posted.
spent time with Rachel's family.
Yep. And how are they doing?
They're doing well. Honestly, I despise coming back here.
Yeah, I bet. Really out of this, man, they're canceling all the flights.
Say what? Say that again? You broke up a little bit.
I said you're lucky to get out the States because they're canceling all the flights.
For what reason?
The Omicron variant. A lot of people are, a
Really?
lot of airline employees are calling out sick and stuff. And a lot of them are quarantining because either they're sick or they've been around a bunch of sick people and stuff. Because of that, there's been a lot of canceled flights to and from the U.S. and as well as a lot domestically. I think they said each day there's something like 1,000 to 1,500 canceled flights in the U.S.
We got real lucky then, because honestly, on my flight coming back, the captain was just like, yeah, sorry, there's a couple of last minute changes. One of them being that his co-pilot tested positive. His original co-pilot pilot tested positive, and so they had to find someone else, and they did. So
You're very lucky because that flight could have been completely canceled. Like, there's a lot of people that have been camping out in the airports because they've canceled flights and stuff. Like, it's gotten really crazy. And, I mean, I knew this was going to happen. Remember, I talked to you about this before. I knew that there was eventually going to be a variant that's vaccine resistant, and people would be testing positive and stuff. But that said, Omicron's not as deadly, anywhere near as deadly as Delta and some of these other variants.
it's vaccine resistant.
Yeah, it's vaccine resistant because it's the Omicron variant is a cross between COVID-19 and the cold. And so basically someone got a cold but then got infected with COVID, and that's how the stuff mutates, you know, when it's inside of someone else. And so yeah, the new variant, it's not as powerful as Delta, so it doesn't have the crazy effects like people losing their limbs and stuff like that. But it's still, you know, more powerful than the flu, and now because it's crossed with the common cold, it's vaccine resistant. Some vaccines are more effective against it, like the Moderna, but a lot of other ones, they're a lot less effective against it. And so, yeah, unfortunately, and you know, with not as many people masking up and social distancing and all that stuff, it was bound to start infecting a lot more people and stuff. It's gonna be really telling to see what happens over the next month or so.
It was weird. Not weird. So I don't know if it was lucky, per se, but when I was in California, you know, when we first got there, at first I always kept hearing people that did go back to the States, you know, you're gonna feel like an outcast because you are you're gonna be masking up, but no one else is. But so went right. But since we went to Disney World and Universal Studios first, those are requirements. You have to mask up to be in those areas. And Universal Studios even took it up a notch to even get into the theme park. You have to prove vaccination or be tested prior to going into the park. So, you know, Rachel, Audrey, and I are vaccinated, and we were able to show a card, but Andrew wasn't. And even it didn't matter, like, if you were, I forget the age. I think it was 5 and up.
Oh yeah.
You had to be tested. So we had to get Andrew tested to even get in. But they were nice enough to have a free testing site within their outside area. So we got him tested the day before going into the park.
Okay, sure.
And he was good to go. So it was. I was saying I felt like kind of lucky because, you know, since we had to mask up, that we didn't feel, you know, like outcasts. But then the day we went to, I think it was the day we went to Universal, or the day before, California put in a restriction, not a restriction, but a rule that it was mask up no matter what. And I was like, perfect. So yeah, never had the experience of like being looked at funny or anything like that. Even though there was still a ton of people doing it, that I noticed, there was still tons of people masking up. But there was also a lot that weren't too, and trying to get away. I remember seeing people get real irritated, especially at the theme parks when they were told to put on a mask. There was one, we were in line at Disney, and these people took off their mask, and the employees, the Disney employees, you know, they told them to put it on, and then they'll have an excuse like, oh, my mask broke, and then they just give him a mask right then and there. And you can see that once we passed the employee, the people got irritated, and I was just cracking up. I was like, don't try to get away from not wearing a mask. Like, yeah, it was great. I loved it. I was like, that's good on you, Disney. Same thing. A different situation is oh my god, I can't believe how people try to get away from it, because the other requirement is you have to make sure you have a three layer mask, and
Let's get you mobile.
of course all the surgical, the normal surgical ones that you see, those are 3-layer. There was one time we got on a ride, and an employee was just like, is that a 3-layer mask? And the woman was kind of like, what? It was a see-through mask. Like, you could see right through her, you could see everything. And they gave her a mask, and she didn't fight it or anything like that. But she took the new mask, no problem. But I was just like, really?
Let's get going.
Are you really wearing you know, that? So it was crazy what people were doing. I just thought it was ridiculous. But then the only other time we I mean, we didn't, and I didn't experience any like issues. People like pushing back. The only time we ever saw anything is when we had to test prior to leaving. We had to go get tested, of course, because you know it's a requirement to be tested prior to get on the planes.
Really nasty one.
And we went to urgent care center to get tested, and they had the way they did is you had to be tested on behind, and there was a line, but there was people in line like there was one guy right in front of us in the line, just everything he was saying just irritated us, and I got to the point. I think he got the hint that we didn't care to listen to him anymore because he was trying to say stuff, and because he was talking about like, yeah, this is just a conspiracy, blah blah blah, and he looked at me and he was trying to get like feedback, and I just looked at him, and I think he got the hint that I wasn't trying to
clean up the rest of them.
Feed into his conversation, because I just looked at him and I'm like, with my mask on, he didn't have his mask on first until he was told to, and I got kind of like just stood there. I was like, I'm not going to deal with you, and then that was it. I think that was the only other time. Oh, and then when we ate at Denny's, and the waitress there was just wanting to have a conversation because we were the only ones there. There was the day after Christmas, and no one had came in. We were just there eating breakfast.
I expected anyway. But he was surprised.
And she was just having a conversation with us.
He got what he deserved.
And then I don't say I'm in the military. I never do. But of course, my family are real quick to say it, you know. And then so of course she found out we were stationed in Italy, and she was interested, and she was asking us like, how is it over there? And I'm like, honestly, I feel like Europe's, even though they have their issues, the whole fact of pushing the mandates and getting fined if you're not having it and stuff like that, I love it. And she's like, yeah, I wish we had it here, because she was giving us stories of how people, you know, it's one of those things like it's mandated that they have to wear the mask and they have to enforce it, you know, and she doesn't want to, but she has to, you know, she's working, that's policy, but then people like get on her or don't give her tips and stuff like that just because they were enforced. I'm just like, people are ridiculous. That was about it.
They really are. But outside of that, how was the theme parks?
Theme parks were cool. Disney, the first day we were at Disney, rained the whole day. It sucked for the fact that it rained. But on the other hand, we were able to get a lot of stuff done. A lot of stuff the first day. And so that was a plus side, because we spent there 3 days. We had 3 days over in Disneyland. We did Disneyland first, and then we did the other park, the California Adventure, the second day, and then we did both the last day, excuse me. But you had to do one park at the first half of the day, and the other park the second half. And so since it rained, Disneyland has most of the stuff, and Disneyland is usually the hardest to get everything done in the first day. But since it did rain, we did knock out a lot of the things, so we didn't have to worry about doing too many other things on the last day. But we did everything we wanted to do. There was a couple of rides we didn't do, mainly like the storybook rides, like Peter Pan. I don't know if you know of them, but like Peter Pan, Pinocchio. We didn't do those because for some god-awful reason, those are always still stupid popular. The Peter Pan was like a 90-minute wait. what was it, like Snow White and Pinocchio with like 40 minutes. It's ridiculous how long those rides are always. I think it's because it's in the middle of the park.
We're with you, Chief.
But we've done it before, so we weren't too upset about doing it. We wanted to make sure we hit up the main things. But we did the Star Wars.
I got that ride you ordered, Chief. Stand by.
So
We're with you,
we
Chief.
did the first day. I told the family, I'm like, this is gonna be hard to get into. This first day, I want to make sure we try to do Rise of the Resistance. So we go.
I'll put it back.
You know, huh?
All right.
Oh. We go. We wait in line. To get into the park. Well, first we get up at the park doesn't open up until 8. To get into the main area before getting into the park, which is called Downtown Disney, that opens up at 7:30. So we were already up because of the time difference. We had no problem getting up. We were already up. We ate breakfast. We went to go into Downtown Disney, and there was already a line to get in. I was like, oh my god. But it wasn't that big because it was raining outside. So we waited in line to get into Downtown Disney, and then once the Downtown Disney opened up, we walked all the way to the park, and waited until the park opened, and there was already people piling up. I was like, oh no, this is ridiculous. And then they open up the park like 15 minutes earlier. The main entrance 15 minutes earlier, so people can go ahead and start getting into the park. But none of the rides are open just yet. You're only able to go down Main Street, which doesn't have anything. It's just stores and food, so you can take a picture of the castle and stuff like that. But the park, that actual full park, they don't release people to go around it until 8. We were standing in the main circle waiting to go into different lands until 8, and it was already crowded. And I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be crazy. And sure enough, they got packed, and once 8 opened, people started trying to book for it, but they have a bunch of employees waiting because they know they all trying to go to the main ride, and people are running. They were stopping them in the tracks, so like no running, especially if it was raining. Your armor there was security that was like really yelling like no running, no running. And then they actually one of the best things was seeing someone, one guy like didn't listen. The security guard like actually got in front of him and was like running. And stopped it. He was the guy who was irritated, but it's just like, no, it's not running. Then we get but then there was already people in front of us, and as I went to go over there was already people walking back. The ride was down. At the beginning of the day, the ride was down, and I was just like, well, this sucks. And the ride was down the majority of the day. So, but we did the Millennium Falcon, which was so cool, so well designed. Kudos on everyone that was a part of making that ride. The ride is the system. The ride, the way it pushes the line through. My God, they did such a good job, because the line I never saw the line go further than a 30-minute wait, and that is because the way the whole system is, they're able to keep constantly getting people moving, and it's never stopping, and yeah, I was truly amazed of how well they made that ride. We rode that 3 times. It was a lot of fun because it's very interactive. You can look into it, but we rode that first. And that first day, we still tried to get on Rise of the Resistance. it was down. It finally opened up. Because I opened up and I went over there, and once we went over there, it went down, and I was just like, damn. And finally, until I think it was like about 4, is when finally it looked like it opened up again, and we went, and there was a 60-minute wait, and I was just like, whatever, as long as I get do it once, I'm happy. And
This isn't the first time this ring has repaired itself.
the whole experience from beginning to end is worth it. The main ride is cool, but the whole experience of the line is amazing. They did a great job with the whole theming of that queue. You go you see different scenes, you're transported, you know, and supposedly caught by the resistance and stuff like that. Really cool, really well done. But we were able to ride that twice. The first day, and then the third day, I was just like, well, we're here, we might as well get that knocked out first. And we did. We waited in line. We did the whole thing all over again. We went in, and the plus side was when we would get into the line. Once you started getting into line, they had a bunch of security. There was just like, your whole party has to be with you in order to get in. So there was people that were trying to have one person go through, you know, go as fast as they can, meet up here, but they had security all through the line too. So there was people like trying to cut in front of, like, dude, what are you trying to do? And they're like, oh, I'm trying to go to my party, and they would pull them out. They're like, oh no, they would pull them out. And it's like, yeah, get your, because what they did is, before it got into the main theme queue, there was a lot of roped area, you know, and so you'll see people like going underneath, you know, the ropes and trying to meet with their party, and they're like, "Where's our party?" And they're like, "Oh, over there," and then they would tell them to get out and wait for their party. I was like, "Oh, this is perfect." To the best of what they could, of course, but yeah, it was the ride I was able to do twice. It's good. It's really good. It's done very well. Is it the absolute best ride? Not in my opinion, but the experience is worth it. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, Disney was fun. A lot of fun. Universal Studios, Hollywood. I did it once. I don't think I ever have to go back. It was cool. The way the layout for that theme park is very odd. It actually has 2 levels because it's on a very hilly area. So they have what they call the upper lot and the lower lot, and the lower lot is extremely cramped and crowded. And but that's where a lot of the big rides are at, like the Jurassic World ride, Transformers. That's where the Super Nintendo world is going to be. Like, so it was cool to see it in being built. They still have a lot to go, but it was really cool to see it. You know, I was like, oh, okay, like that's where it's going to be. But yeah, once they're done, it's going to be really cool looking. The way going down to the lot, you have to take a ton of escalators to get to the lower lot. And while you're going down the escalators, you can see the area. And
Forever grateful, sir.
you were really able to see Super Nintendo World, like, you know, all the structure. And if you've already seen, I mean, of course you've already seen how it looks in Japan. Once they get it done in in
Let's go.
California, it's going to be really cool because you really be able to see good the area that they did it and the angle that they have it is going to be really cool to see going down the escalator. So I was like, okay, that's cool, and it was really fun to experience. But it like now really thinking about it, there honestly is no reason to go back to the one in California because Florida is Universal Studios is better in every way. For example, Harry Potter, the Harry Potter or the Wizarding World or whatever.
Okay, I'm back.
They have the same ride. They have the same area. You know, the Hogwarts, Hogsmeade, all that stuff. It's exactly the same. The only difference between the two is the one in Florida has more. It has Diagon Alley, which is another part of Harry Potter in the different theme park. You get to ride the train, you know, stuff like that. So you're getting more out of Florida. It's the same stuff, you just get more out of Florida. The Transformers, same ride, same system. The everything that was pretty much the same. Every ride was pretty much the same. Simpsons, the Simpsons. The only thing that was different was the Simpsons area was better themed in Hollywood, but the area is so cramped. Because like one of the cool things about the Simpsons ride, it's in the area of Springfield, so like they rebuilt. Well, not rebuilt, but they like built up Springfield where you're like, okay, you could have a Duff beer, you know, stuff like that. But the way it was themed and built in Hollywood was better for the fact that like some of the restaurants had their own structure, where in Florida it's not like that. All the restaurants are in one main structure, but it's more like a food court looking thing, where the one in Hollywood they had their own kind of buildings. So like the Krusty Burger had a own building, and it was themed to be like look like a Krusty Burger shop, stuff like that. Where the one in Florida doesn't. It's just like a food court layout type thing. That was the only difference. Either way, you're still getting the same food. Still to this day, in Universal, Springfield is the best place to get food. What was it? The Mummy ride was a little disappointed to me. I felt like the one in Florida was a better experience. And the Mummy ride in Hollywood was so short. It was ridiculously short. The only difference right now is Jurassic World, the Jurassic Park stuff. Hollywood has Jurassic World, which is new themed, and Florida still has the Jurassic Park. So that was the Jurassic World was really cool. The animatronics for the new dinosaurs are freaking ridiculous. My God, they were terrifying.
What do you think those beacons are?
The gigantic and because have you seen Jurassic World?
Yes.
They actually have an animatronic of the Indominus Rex, and it's it is terrifying how fluent that thing moves. It's wow, it's ridiculous. Blue, they had an animatronic of Blue, and that was really cool. Blue moved really fast and real fluent. So that right now is the only thing that has that in my opinion had what Universal's Hollywood has going for them right now. And then of course once Super Nintendo World is open, that will be the only reason why to go visit the one in California. But Florida will be getting all that stuff later. It's just going to take some time. But yeah. And then did that the first week we were there, theme parks, and then the second week was experiencing San Diego. We went to San Diego Zoo, which was nice. I understand why it's worldwide known, because it's very well laid out for the animals, I think.
Yeah.
Even though the only animals that looked like that were not having it, being they were mainly all the big cats.
There we go.
Cats are
We
always
need to
not
get
having it, though.
inside the beacon.
Yeah, that's
Let's
true.
find a way in.
But we did that. Spent a whole day at that. We did the aquarium over there. We went to Balboa Park, which is an area in San Antonio, which was fun. It was fun to be in an arcade. Hadn't been in one for so long, so I got to play the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade, the new one from Raw Thrills. So that was really cool to play. Then others, I was like, oh wow, I didn't know they made this. They had a Halo arcade shooter.
That's actually an Easter egg in this game.
Is it?
Yeah.
That was funny. Andrew wanted to play it. We played it for a little bit, but unfortunately, one of the guns was messed up, and I didn't want to waste my money on playing it. But Andrew had fun for a little bit. We played there was a Jurassic Park. Raw Thrills makes a lot of arcade games. Because that's the one thing I was noticing. I was like, yeah, who made this? It was like Raw Thrills. And who made this? Raw Thrills. I'm like, okay, so are they just trying to bring back the arcade scene? I'm like, I don't care. This company's winning in my book for even trying that. Like, they had a cruising game, the racing car.
Yeah, Cruisin' Blast on the Switch is just a port of the arcade.
Yeah, and Andrew had fun playing that. And I was just like, this is great. Like this is the arcade games that made people want to come and come play games. So like, I give that company credit for trying. What other things did I see? But a lot of the normal arcade games that were not meant to get tickets were done by Raw Thrills.
Let's see what's inside.
Like there was a Nerf shooter game, but not Nerf. Excuse me. They were like the Jurassic Park was from Raw Thrills. The Cruisin' was from Raw Thrills. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle was Raw Thrills. I think there was a Walking Dead.
Nice.
From Raw Thrills. I was like, wow. But then there was other, a lot of course, ticket-based games, in which there was, of course, going to be more of that. But the normal arcade, just to have like a fun experience, was mainly Raw Thrills that I noticed. So that was cool. But that was fun to be in an arcade again. And what else? What else did we do? Of course, ate so much. Oh my god.
Okay.
Ate so much freaking fast food. It's ridiculous. We actually gotten to the point where our stomach started to hurt because we had so much.
No, this might actually work.
Forgot what it's like to be in America, huh?
Well, I mean, it wasn't just that, because the first week we did the theme park, so of course what is it? You're gonna end up eating a lot at the theme parks.
Not all of it. I don't
but
have
then
enough data.
when we went
We get some more.
to the to go see the family, my father-in-law, well, not my father-in-law, they would want to order food and have it delivered. So that was the other thing. I was just like, well, that's nice to have food delivered, because we hadn't experienced that in a while. But we didn't really have home-cooked meal until we didn't. Not thinking about it, I don't think we had a home-cooked meal until I actually cooked. I made Puerto Rican food for Christmas Eve.
Oh wow!
And
what'd you make?
Empanadas or pastelillos, and arroz con arroz con dules.
Roast con gandules. I like it.
Yes. So that was actually, I think that was actually our first home cooked meal. So that was like a week and a half. It's like of eating out. So
I'm sorry.
which I'm not gonna complain. You know, there was some stuff that was just, it was just great to eat. I finally ate Jack in the Box
It's gonna be okay.
after my like
You're with the
10
Master
year
Chief. He'll make it okay.
10-year drought of not eating the Jack in the Box, and unfortunately I was disappointed. And I'm not gonna blame the Jack in the Box that I went to. I'm just gonna blame poor timing and you know, COVID in general, because we had to get drive-through. They didn't have, we couldn't go inside to eat, which I understood. We got it. When did we eat it? I don't remember exactly when we ate it, but it was during the peaks busy season, you know. And so like I got an ultimate bacon cheeseburger, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't a sesame seed bun. It was a the bun that they use for the Jumbo Jacks. So it wasn't the actual true burger. I forgot to get curly fries.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it was just one of those things like, yeah, I did not plan this out right, but I was so happy to have Jack in the Box. I hadn't had it in so long. My only meal I wanted, like, I didn't get to have Chick-fil-A. I wanted to have Chick-fil-A, which surprisingly, because at first Rachel was like, yeah, there's no Chick-fil-A, so I'm like, okay. Well, now there's Chick-fil-A's in California, so that was a plus, but we never got to eat Chick-fil-A. My only request when I went there, it was like, I want chicken fried steak. I want chicken fried steak. I hadn't had chicken fried steak in years. I know burger is going to be easy to get, but chicken fried steak, I have to go somewhere. And her family was just like, okay, we got you covered. So they took us to a place called Corvette Diner. And it's a 50s themed restaurant. Really fun. It's one of those ones where the waiters, you know, they have a spot where they all like, or a time where they all dance and do a little thing. Like, it's very themed, very fun. And that's why I met chicken fried steak, and I was just like, I was in heaven. So, but yeah, oh my god, ate out way too much, way too much.
I call shotgun.
At least you got your chicken fried steak and your Jack in the Crack.
Yep. They wanted me. Of course, there was places that Rachel wanted to eat, and like we ended up having Chipotle. We ended up having.
Yeah, I have a Chipotle abroad.
I'm sorry, what?
Do they not have Chipotle abroad? Is that
No,
just a
they do not.
U.S. chain?
That's the U.S. We ended up having Chipotle. We ended up having Denny's. Like, that was the other thing. I was like, I want an actual breakfast, either at Denny's or IHOP. And the first one we went to was Denny's, and that is now Andrew's favorite restaurant.
Oh, I'm sure. Denny's has a really big menu, and kids love that stuff.
We had Denny's the first. Seriously, that was actually the first restaurant we had when we got to California, because when we got to California, we stayed at her family's house. And what did we eat that day? I don't remember what we ate. but we got there later in the evening. You know, it was. Did we? I honestly don't remember. No. Oh yeah, we did. We had Euros. There was a Euro shop that they ordered for us. They pre-ordered it, and when we got there, it was just delivered. So we had Euros from I don't know what place this was. They were good. They were really good, actually. It was delicious. But the next morning, before we drove to the theme parks, I was like, okay, I want a breakfast. I want to have an actual breakfast. So we go there, and then we could just experience that area. And they're like, oh, we have a Denny's nearby. And I'm like, perfect. First place. Andrew had his pancakes. He loved it. And anytime he saw a Denny's, he was like, oh, Dad, Denny's. I'm like, yes, buddy, a Denny's. So he always wanted to eat Denny's after that. I was like, okay, well, we'll try to have an IHOP to change it up. Never got to eat it at IHOP. We had Denny's 3 times. Andrew loved Denny's so much. It was so funny. It was hilarious. I thought it was interesting that he was so interested in Denny's. But of course, you know, everyone likes Denny's because they can get what they want. And we only had it for breakfast. We never ate Denny's anything else. It was just breakfast. And each time it was always something different. Like I had the normal, like American breakfast, like pancakes and stuff like that the first time, and then I had the like scrambler sandwich or whatever the next time. So it was always we always change it. None of us got the same thing.
We'll need more data to reconstruct
all
the
3 times we
Forerunner
went.
sequence. Let's
But
find
yeah,
the remaining
Andrew loved
beacons.
it. His favorite restaurant. And then what else? I'm trying to think of the other places we ate. I mean, we ate at the theme park, so I can't really say there was any chain or a normal restaurant. We never, not thinking about it, we never did eat at a sit-down restaurant.
Besides Denny's.
Besides Denny's, that I can think of. Well, we did eat at sit-down restaurants, but those were at the theme parks, and they're not like well known. There was just like I don't remember what the one we ate at for breakfast over in downtown Disney, but it was delicious.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say that you ate at Mickey's.
No, we didn't have like we didn't eat at any like of when because that was one of the things we were gonna try to do. We were gonna try to eat at one of the main sit-down restaurants in the park, like the Blue Bayou was Rachel's always request, because every time that was just a normal family tradition. They would go to Disneyland, and one night they always ate at Blue Bayou. That's a restaurant that's connected inside the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. And but due to the restrictions of COVID, you know, you couldn't reserve a table, and it was just hard to get into, and we never got to do it. Rachel was a little disappointed because, again, that's one of the traditions, but she understood because of how it is right now. So we mainly ate out. The other park, the California Adventure, had their holiday food festival going on, and that was freaking great. They had a bunch of food stands all over the park, and they had all kind of different, like I don't know if they were local companies or whatever, or some sort of like random things that they tried out. We had Rachel had a Reuben potato type thing going on, which was actually, it was tater tots with Reuben sauce. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it was delicious. It was not a normal normal quick service meal that you would get. These were fancy. You know, we got to try different draft beers, you know, stuff like that. That park was really fun because we did get to try a lot of not normal fast food things. Even though we did try a couple of things, like Rachel got Buzz Lightyear churro. It was called like the stand was senior Buzz churros, so it was based off of Toy Story 3's Buzz Lightyear, where he got into the Spanish mode. But the churros were called like Galaxy churros, which had a purple color to it because the sugar was, I think, dyed purple. But it was a freaking delicious churro. We also had an Incredibles, which was called Jack Jack Num Num Cookie, which was a big ass cookie. It was like, we passed by it and Rachel loves cookies, and so I was like, oh look, a Jack Jack Num Num Cookie, and she's like, we're getting one, and we looked and she's like, oh my god, it's a big cookie. It was delicious though. I'm trying to think of like all the other random like theme stuff that we had. Oh, at Star Wars, at the Star Wars land, we had what the heck, what they called Ronto breakfast burritos, which were, Ronto is one of the alien creatures in Star Wars. It was a breakfast burrito, different take on the breakfast burrito. It was really good, but they had it was like a vegan option one that Rachel had, and that was actually really good too. We actually went to the cantina. That was fun. So they had the Star Wars cantina. We morning drank because I was like, wait, we haven't done the cantina, and we went and it was open. I was like, real shocked it was open, and I'm so glad we did. It was themed well. We were right next to the DJ, the robotic DJ. We couldn't have gotten a better spot in that cantina, and the drinks were just outrageously themed, which was so fun. Like Andrew got the blue milk, which was okay. The Star Wars blue milk. It was alright. It was blue, yeah, and it wasn't true milk, you know. It was their take on it, but it was okay. Rachel and I actually did have alcoholic beverages. I don't remember what mine was, but mine was good. Audrey got what was called like the hyper space drink, some sort of hyperspace drink, which was non-alcoholic. But the cool thing is that the tables that you sat at had they had lights on them. But when you got the drink, the bartender was like, yeah, here's your hypersonic or whatever it was called drink. He's like, make sure you put it on the light. And we're like, what? And when you put the drink on the light, the drink is a certain color. When you put it on the light, it changes colors. But the light that came up, say it was blue on the table, it ended up being like the drink ended up turning green, and it kept changing. Like when it turned green, it was red or whatever. It was really cool to see. It was really interesting. So it was fun. Rachel, her drink was weird. So when she got it, it was very foamy, and it looked like something out of a cartoon where, you know, you see the foam dripping off, but the foam would stay on the side of the drink.
Yeah.
But and the bartender was nice enough to tell us, it's like, whatever you do, don't get the foam up your nose. And Rachel was like, what? And sure enough, she listened, and what she did is she took a bite of the foam, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "What's going on?" It's just like it's it feels weird. It's feel tingling. I'm like, "What?" So I don't know what it is, but that foam, when you when you taste it, it feels like a bunch of little needles wherever you have, on your lips or your tongue, whatever. And it's extremely powerful. And Rachel had a big bite of it, not realizing, but it was just. I don't know how to explain it other than the fact just thinking of, how when your arm falls asleep
Mm-hmm.
and it tingles.
Yep.
Think of that feeling times 10 in your mouth.
Oh, nice.
But it's weird. It's a weird feeling. And that one was, of course, that drink that stood out of all of us because it was just not what expected. And she's like, she asked the bartender, she's like, what in the world? And he's like, I don't know. It's something that apparently came that's real popular in Africa that they brought here. It's just like, oh my god. So the drink was still good, but that foam overpowered the whole experience, because it's just one of those things, like, it's good to experience once but not continue. You don't want to continuously have that, and it's so thick you can't really mix it with your beverage either, so it's more of just a decorative theme and not honestly worth it. So, but yeah.
What was I gonna say? That reminds me of the time when I had Andre and Cruz try out the Mania Gingerbread. And I told them that it's powerful. Cruz didn't heed my warning, and he just went and had a big gulp of it. He started choking. He's like, right, so it's a good thing she listened.
Yeah, well, she listened, but still had a big bite of it, so it was just one. Luckily, it didn't go up her nose, because that's what I think she said. She's just like, oh, thank God he warned me about that, because can you imagine if I got it up my nose? That would be horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm now thinking about it, just talking about food. You would have died. how much random crap I ate. I'm like, yeah, Christian could not have eaten any of this.
Oh no. No. I'm a little old man. My body starts freaking out when I just have a little bit of meat. Which I had too much meat over the past few days, and now I'm having pulmonary issues in my head. Fun. I had Jamaican food during the holidays, and had some jerk chicken and curried lamb, which was delicious. And like a week before that, let me see, what did I have? Well, I had a bunch of jerky and other things. It was all really good, but it's too much meat for me all in one sitting, which sounds crazy that I'm saying this. It seems like, oh yeah, too much meat. He must have had to meat every meal. No, it's like once a day. Actually, not even once a day. Once every few days a week, or something to that extent. I didn't have a ton, but yeah, it still messed with me. Yeah, I can't really eat a lot. It's unfortunate. Oh, I see it down there.
The other
I'm
thing,
coming for you.
the only other big thing I wanted to do was go see Spider-Man, and so we saw Spider-Man in IMAX, which was great.
Allow me to clip your wings.
Have you seen Spider-Man yet?
Nope, I have not. Woo!
Go watch it. It's worth it.
Yep, I'm gonna wait until it comes out on media things. I'm not gonna go to the theater and watch it.
Andre.
God dang it.
Spartan. This kill was no
What?
challenge.
Oh, you don't want me here? Oh.
Oh, I just got
Andre,
lit.
Andre, did you see Spider-Man yet?
Hell yeah, I saw Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was ecstatic to see it in the theater. I was determined. I'm like, I want to go see it in an IMAX.
Okay. Okay. What you think? Without spoiler, what you think?
It was fun. I really enjoyed it. Some of the parts were the humor that they had on there was great. Especially with some of the characters. Yeah. I really can't say, but yeah, because y'all should know at least like Jamie Foxx and everything. Some of the stuff Jamie Foxx was saying, I was like, good lord.
I actually didn't know he was in the movie going into it.
Really?
I didn't.
He was out promoting it.
Well, I'll be honest with you. It's weird because of the fact that there are some things that I like spoiled, like I don't mind being spoiled about, but there are some things that I do mind. Spider-Man was definitely one of those movies. This one was definitely one of those movies. So I intrinsically, essentially just stopped paying attention to any. I started watching trailers. I pretty much watched nothing about the movie before it came out.
Okay, well that's good. Yeah, so you was surprised with a bunch of things.
I was surprised. Okay, there was a couple things that I did hear, so a couple things I was not surprised about. Most of those were rumors, but essentially confirmed to be true. Well, some of those. It's only a couple things that I knew. But, you know, like, other than that, there were a lot of surprises in it for me.
I mean, I already had known a lot of stuff, but still how everything was portrayed, you know, I didn't know. Even though a lot of the plot was already leaked out, I avoided that like crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about the plot.
A lot of the plot was like leaked out a year ago, and I avoided that like the plague. But it was still a lot of fun. Still really enjoyed it. Some of the action scenes were just so cool to watch.
So phenomenal, yeah.
Especially the whole Doctor Strange fight. I was like, man, y'all did a great job with this.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm watching that. I'm like, holy cow, this is all over the place.
Zach, you haven't seen it yet, right?
You're talking to
You
me?
haven't seen it. Yeah.
Oh, not yet. I plan to watch it soon, though.
So, you know, it. Well, how do I say it? Hold on.
I haven't seen it either. So.
Yeah, I know you haven't seen it. No, you're not a question. We've discussed this before. So, it's hard for me to recommend this movie for people because I am biased. This is one of the things that I am completely a fanboy. You know, so.
Fanboy.
Yeah, sue me. You know, that's why I can't honestly recommend it for people because of the fact that I have some biases, right? So, but I love the movie. I had such a good time watching it. On top of the fact that I was completely hyper that day, it just made it even more fun, you know.
The movies. I hadn't seen an IMAX movie in years, and I'm so glad that I actually made sure I got to experience that movie in IMAX, because it was just, especially the Doctor Strange fight, because that was the one thing I was a little disappointed with when I saw Doctor Strange, the original Doctor Strange movie. I saw it on a normal screen, and when I did see it, because even Rachel was just like, when we were watching in the theater, she's like, yeah, that movie would have been better in a different screening, even in 3D. Like that movie, that Doctor Strange would have been really cool to watch in 3D because of all the effects. And so being able to see this one in IMAX was great, because the picture quality, the sound quality, you know, all that stuff just made it 10, in my opinion, probably 10 times better than watching it on a normal. So yeah, I was determined. Now, would I go see another IMAX movie? I'm not in a rush to go see one unless it's like a movie that I desperately want to go see. Because yeah, those tickets were freaking expensive. It's like, oh my god.
This has nothing to do with Spider-Man. I'm gonna just say this about IMAX. I was excited to go see an IMAX movie. I went to the one if I go see IMAX, I go to the one at the Bullock Museum, right, in downtown Austin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about IMAX.
So,
it's like,
you know, it depends
a bigger screen. I know it's supposed to have some better stuff, but to me, it's like all the same. So, I don't give a fuck about IMAX.
So it depends on the IMAX you go see. Like most people, when they think of IMAX, they think of those like rounded screens that are from bottom to top. I didn't see it in that one. I saw it in the newer IMAX experiences, where the screen is bigger, it's curved a little bit, but the picture quality of it is what was great about it. That it very vibrant colors, where the colors were supposed to be vibrant, popped out a lot. You know, that's the quality of the newer IMAX picture quality is what I was experiencing, not the old ones. Because you're making me think of, you went to go see the ones where it was like a dome type of screen almost, right? No.
You're talking about the one in the theater, and it's not that. It's just a big screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's bigger than normal, and then it looks cool, I guess. But I was like, wait a minute, am I paying more money? And on top of it, okay, first of all, it's in a museum, okay? And the concession stand is a normal-ass concession stand. And I am spoiled now. So, I don't deal with normal-ass concession stands. If I'm going to go see a movie, I also want to eat. You know?
Yeah, no, I went to an AMC, so you were able to get like actual full meal if you wanted.
Yeah, AMC is doing that now, but you know, we went to, what was the movie I went to go see before Spider-Man? Christian, you remember?
What was the movie you went to go see before Spider-Man?
I went like a couple months ago. I remember I was complaining because I was pissed because we went to an AMC dinner, and I was like, we got the fucking theater across the street. You know? Eternals.
That's right. That was his favorite Marvel movie, too. I told him.
Hey, I know some people have been kind of bashing the Eternals. I kind of liked it.
Eternals was okay. Was it great? No. But
it was definitely not the greatest Marvel movie ever in any kind of word, any kind of sense. But it was I thought it was a great movie. You know, I like the characters, I like the concept. You know, I think it was cool.
Y'all able to watch
I had issues.
Yeah, I think you're able to watch
Still
it now
have
on
some
Disney
beacons
Plus. I
left
think
to
I saw it
find
on
before
Disney
the
Plus for
Forerunner
y'all.
sequence is complete.
It's either out now or it'll be out early January, something like that.
Yeah, it's gonna. If it's not already out, it's gonna be out soon. Yeah.
Yeah, because
But,
I saw Encanto on Disney Plus.
Encanto. Oh, the new Disney one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I went to the AMC theater in the mall at Lakeline, right? I'm like, first of all, there's a movie theater right across the street from me and Trevor's apartments, right? Like, I live a little bit down the street from Trevor complex. You know, I live in a different complex, but the theater is right across the street.
Don't
Right?
you get tired
Like,
of being
literally.
told what to do all the time?
And but they wanted to go Lakeline, which is about what, 15-minute drive there. The mall is not far from us, but it's like on top of it, we went to AMC theater. I'm like, we're in Lakeline. That means there's an Alamo Drafthouse also right down the street. You know?
I like Alamo Draft.
Oh, I love Alamo Draft, you know? So that's what it's like. I'm kind of like any kind of those places where I can get a meal and sit down, order some food. I'm all for that. Because I'm like, I just don't want candy and stuff when I go to the movies anymore. When I was a kid, yeah. You know, candy, popcorn, soda. That's all I wanted. You know, as an adult, I like eating while watching stuff, and I was so I was a little pissed because the AMC theater, it had more than just the basics. You know, it did have hot dogs and hamburgers. Well, no, they didn't have hamburgers, sorry. Hot dogs, pizza, and a couple other things, but not a lot. So I was just kind of pissy. Because I was like, why did we have to go here? And it was because Kate and Garrett had like vouchers for it, like for free tickets. And I was like, I guess that makes sense. But I was like, the next time we go to the movies, we're going across the fucking street. You know?
Well, because I know AMC, especially if you get their membership,
that's what they have.
You actually get some really good deals. So,
Whoops.
But that's what they have. They have the membership. They had like, I guess, some free tickets because of it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, I'm not mad at that. I'm like, hey, that makes more sense. You know, but I was like, yeah, we're not coming back here again for another movie. I was like, and funny enough, that's what happened. You know, Spider-Man was coming out, and
What's up?
you know, me and Trevor kind of coordinated, and we were like, I was like, no, we're going across the street.
Sure thing.
Look at the tickets across the street. You know, I was like, it don't make no sense that we got to come over here and then drive all the way down there when it's right there. You know, and it was pretty good, and I liked it. You know, good comfortable seats. You know, it had. So
right now?
the AMC theater that's in the mall at Lakeline, Lakeline, has some pretty comfortable seats too. They have the recliners.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like that theater because of that. I will be honest with you. I love those recliners. Okay.
Yeah, you need to be able to sleep while you're watching movies, dang it.
Hell yeah. They don't recline that much. It's mostly like feet up and things like that. But and like Animal Drafthouse and even Flicks don't have stuff like that. This Movies and Eatery across the street does have it. They have recliners
Feels
as well.
good to be punching back for a change.
So I was super excited because I've been wanting to go to that theater for almost since I came down here, which was which is now over 10 years ago. You know, so I was like, I found out about it. I was like, I want to go to that theater, and I finally got to go. So it was great. You know,
Advancing.
Why my dudes just...
Safe.
Okay.
Sorry, I just went on a whole big over.
No, my guys just stood there right underneath the vehicle drop, and so now I lost most of my dudes.
You tell him to watch his damn book. No.
Oh god.
All right.
Let's grab that.
So, Jose, how's everybody doing?
I'm in.
Good. We're finally relaxing. So we got back. Not yesterday, but the day before.
From where?
Huh?
From where?
We were in California.
Oh, y'all were in the States. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, you motherfucker! Are you really like, hey, Andre, we're in the States.
Dude, we were busy the whole time. I was just telling Christian, like, the first week we were just doing the theme parks, so we did Disney, Disneyland and Universal. And then the second week, it was with family. However, we still went out throughout the local area. Went to San Diego Zoo. We went to the aquarium.
Oh, I was San Diego Zoo. I heard that place was amazing.
It's good. It's actually, yeah, really good. I can see why it's so well known. It's built very well for all the animals. The only ones that look like weren't having a good time were all the big cats. But I mean,
okay, if you ever been to every time I've been to a zoo, the big cats are always sleeping or just lounging. Most times sleeping, you know.
No, these were there was the only one that was sleeping was the leopard. The other ones, like the tigers and everything else, were pacing.
Yeah, you got in the mood. I didn't see it. I was looking at the lion, and there was lions one time, and I think I saw a tiger one time, and they were just chilling. They were just at the back of the enclosure, just chilling. They're back there, just sleeping. Don't care. Don't care. You know. And get to see a move.
They were pacing, and one of the tigers was growling. It did not look good. It sounded like it was happy.
So this was you went with to Rachel's family, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's like because you don't have family in California, right? Oh, your people's is in Texas.
Yeah. So, but yeah, real busy. We're real busy. Like, I then tired too, because especially when theme parks, it was like we stayed from like 8 to 8 every day, and yeah, we were exhausted.
How many days are y'all here?
Say that again?
How many days were y'all here for?
2 weeks.
Cool. So how many days did y'all go to like the theme park?
So we left. We left on the 12th of December, and we didn't get back until technically the 28th of December. So it was a little over 2 weeks actually, but we got there on the 12th. That was Sunday. Stayed the night at her family's house, and then the next day on the 13th went to Disneyland. We just went to make sure, because my plan is we flew on the 12th, stayed the night at the family's house, drove to Disneyland on the 13th just to check into the hotel, and then we did the 14th, 15th, and 16th for Disneyland. Then on the 17th, which was a Friday, we transitioned from Disneyland to Universal, and we did Universal on the 18th, and then left on the 19th to go back to San Diego, and by the 20th through the 27th is when we spent time with the family. But during that time, from the 20th until Christmas, like we did San Diego Zoo. I think it was like on that Tuesday. We did the aquarium on that Tuesday, San Diego Zoo on the Wednesday, Balboa Park on Thursday or something like that, and Christmas Eve we just stayed at at the family house and for Christmas Eve and Christmas. So that was the only days we really actually didn't move. You know, we didn't really do anything. We were actually relaxed.
Well, you sound like you had a fun time.
Oh, we did. Did a lot. I ate way too much. I finally had Jack in the Box.
Oh, I'm about to say, just before I go to Jack in the Box. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was telling Christian I was a little disappointed. Reason why, I don't blame Jack in the Box. I blame poor timing. Because first of all, we were only able to get drive-through. Then when we had it was like peak time of just being busy, and so I got the bacon ultimate cheeseburger, but it didn't come with the sesame seed bun. It came with the
Something was wrong with my head.
Yeah, I got a bacon ultimate cheeseburger, but it didn't come with the sesame seed bun. It came with the jumbo jack bun, and I forgot to get curly fries. And so it wasn't really like the true experience. And like I said, I'm not blaming the Jack in the Box because most likely they ran out of stuff, or they had to change a new policy because of COVID, you know, stuff like that. Who knows? It was still nice to have Jack in the Box.
I don't think they do the sesame seed anymore.
Really?
I always get a bacon ultimate cheeseburger because that's like the shit. You know? I don't remember. I don't know. I don't think they have sesame seeds anymore.
That sucks because that's
you know, at least for that burger, I think I would have to order another one. But I'm pretty sure they've just been giving me like the regular, like bun. You know, like the jumbo jack buns and shit. I don't know what's the difference. It's damn, you know, it's bread. You know. So I'm glad you at least have, you know, you got the Jack in the Box.
I'm looking at it right now, like. Yeah, they had like. I'm looking at the menu. Oh, they don't. That's disappointing.
Oh God! Rocket!
I don't know the difference anyway. I don't notice the taste. I know like the sesame seed's supposed to give it a different taste, but I don't notice it. It's not enough for me. I mean, it's so much shit on that. Like, who's gonna taste a little bit of a nutty seed? You know, like I don't taste it.
Well, I thought, man, that is a little different. Guess I have to just go for sourdough jacks then. Anywho, but yeah, I had Jack in the Box. I forgot to get curly fries, but it was nice. But
Don't
yeah,
worry, you come down here. You come down here. I'm treating you to some Jack in the Box. How about that? I got you, sir. I got you.
Nah. Which, by the way, thanks for the gifts, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
But
dang
yeah, it was busy. I was telling Christian I didn't want to come back here. Yeah, definitely didn't want to come back because I'm just dreading going into work next week. I really don't want to go back to work.
Can I get you something?
Huh?
Can I get you something?
Yeah, Hades.
Can I?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I just started like sending people shit.
Okay, so thanks anyways.
What did I say? Did I leave a note?
I don't think so. I don't remember. I only noticed it on my app. I accepted it through my app, so.
I'm pretty sure I worked something clever in
I checked I went when I was just curious. I was like, oh, I have my Steam app. Let me see what's on sale. And both yours and Christian's gifts popped up, like saying accept from so and so. I was like, oh, okay. But it didn't give me the full details. I could go in my emails and see, but yeah.
Oh, I had an issue with it. I mean, that's why I was like, yeah.
But
yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, yours. I couldn't decide to get pretty much anybody that I sent something to was just on my Steam list because I was like, I don't know what to send people, and I don't want to send things to the mail because I don't know where a post office is around here at all, and that's a lot of trouble. So I just kind of think. So I got you, Haiti.
yeah, he got me Hades.
Oh yeah. See, yep.
What the fudge?
I'm not sure if that's one of those games you can't play around. Boy.
Yeah, the Ultimate Cheeseburger used to have sesame seed bun, and they don't anymore. I'm a little upset.
Oh my bad. I mean, I could have gave you anything.
It was still good, but I was expecting to see the sesame seed. Man, that's how long it's been since I've had they had sesame seed buns. Oh my god, when did they? Wow.
Dude, I think it's been like that for a really long time. Like I don't even don't. The last sesame seed bun I even recall on any burger is the Big Mac. You know. So that's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't even think Jack in the Box has sesame seed buns.
I'm looking at this menu. They don't.
I think okay. I know McDonald's do. Because of the Big Mac, and I'm pretty sure Burger King still does as well.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they absolutely do. Thank you, Burger King. If it had been for Burger King during that winter storm, I would have fucking been hungry as shit. So,
all good to go here. Follow
I gotta be sure to stock up.
Stock up on your Burger King?
I don't know, dude. I told you the story, right? Like, when the winter storm hit, I went, who was it on the, I don't know if it was on the first day or the second day, but I went to go buy, it was the first day. I think it was the first day. The first full day, like, because it hit like earlier in the morning. But I went to like I went outside because I was going to try to go see if I could, you know, I think I had to borrow a phone because my phones were dead to call off of work. And then I saw a guy and I was like, oh shit, I don't have anything to eat either. I had something to eat, but it had to be cooked, right? And I didn't want to open my refrigerator because I've always been told if your power goes out, leave your refrigerator closed as much as possible, right? So that first day, I was walking around and I saw a guy with Jack. It was like late-ish, and I was like, I'm not Jack in the Box. I'm sorry, I'm talking about Jack in the Box. Burger King. And I was like, wait a minute, is the Burger King still open? I was like, they got power? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, cool. So I like immediately went down and I bought me 4 burgers. Because I don't know why I just bought 4 burgers. I was like, let me get 4, you know, so I bought 4 burgers. And I rationed those motherfuckers for like for those 4 days. I ate a burger a day. That was as much as I ate. That's all I had to eat. Like seriously, that's it.
I don't know how you didn't freeze, man.
I told you, all I did was so. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you guys. Okay, here's a good technique. Okay, what you do is you stay completely still and just go into the covers. Put as many clothes as you can on, and put yourself under a comforter, and then don't move. That's how I did it.
I'm looking into the ultimate cheeseburger. Looked like they changed the sesame seed bun out back in 2017.
I thought it was a while ago. I knew it was.
Damn, it's really been that
I love that
long.
he's doing. I love that he's doing the research. It's fun.
In 2017, the Switch released and they got rid of the sesame seed bun.
That's right. There's like Nintendo was like, shut the sesame seed buns on the ultimate cheeseburgers. We have all to say. Our system is coming out. Give those niggas regular ass buns. Anyway, so
oh well.
Yeah, the only time I was out during the storm was when I tried to go find a hotel room. And when I had to try to find a phone to call out from work. So I'm still kind of pissed off that they used my vacation time for that.
That's messed up.
It was really messed up. It was like, we'll figure out, it was like after the power came back on and I finally got in contact with my soup and everything. It was like, they're trying to figure out what to do with you guys' pay and all this stuff. But it's like, don't worry, any no call, no shows and all that stuff is going to be excused, you know. Yeah, but they was like, I was like, well, what about the pay? I mean, like, it's not our fault, right? All this crap was out.
What is
and
happening?
I think they
Oh
said,
my god.
They did say something to the point where they were like, well, we were just like, because apparently, you know, I lived down the street from the office at that point. They was like, oh, well, the power's still on here. You guys can come to work.
Go away! Stop it!
Anybody's driving in that? Well, they were about to be driving in
it. Seriously, I know I wouldn't be driving that.
I was like, I didn't want to walk in it. So, and then it's like, no. On top of not having any food or, you know, and stuff like that, no, absolutely not. I wasn't going to do that.
Bastard. Quit moving. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not a good conversation right now. I'm in all these fights.
Well, it's okay. I mean, you need just to do better. I mean, communicate with us, Christian. Talk to us. No, what you up to, Jose?
But then, actually, I need to see if my family's okay. It looks like they're still sleeping.
What time is it?
It's 9.
9 o'clock. Wait, when did y'all get back, you said?
Yeah, we got back the 28th, but our schedule, our sleep schedule is kind of weird right now.
Yeah. No, I can imagine if they're still asleep, I do not blame them. If y'all just got back essentially 2 days ago.
Yeah.
No,
that's why I was up so
early. And all kinds of crap.
Well,
you know,
the first night we all slept. We all fell asleep around 8, like 8 or 9, and I got up at 3 o'clock. I was up. I was just wide awake. Andrew got up like 30 minutes after, and then Rachel was like 30 minutes after that. So we were all just up at 4 o'clock, just
in the morning,
just watching TV. It was ridiculous. Like the only one has been okay has been Audrey, but that's because she slept the most. She freaking slept throughout the whole plane ride. I'm like, and then she still has the gall to be like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm like, shut up.
What? How long is that plane ride? I mean, that's seriously almost like a half a world away.
It's 10 hours.
It's only 10 hours? Wow. Okay.
It was 10 hours from we had a flight from San Diego to Sacramento, and then from Sacramento to Frankfurt, and then Frankfurt to Venice.
That's not as long as I thought.
Well,
I'm sorry, what happened?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was still it was pretty much still a whole day. Like, it was about a 2-hour, almost a 2-hour flight from San Diego to
No!
Oh. It was about 2 hours from San Diego to Sacramento. Then we had to wait for about 2 hours there. And then we went from there to Frankfurt, and then it was about another 2-hour wait there, and then an hour and a half flight from Frankfurt to Venice, and then I still had to drive back home. But that flight from Frankfurt to Venice, oh, I was passed out. I was knocked out. I remember sitting down once I sat down, because I couldn't sit next to the family, because military is just ridiculous that way. Every flight, technically, wasn't sitting next to the family. That's how they bought the tickets. For the long flights, for sure, each time we always requested to sit next to each other. And they were able to help us out. But man, that last flight though, I was gone, passed out, and I don't think I moved at all.
Zach, you were saying something?
Oh no, I was talking about what I was doing here to myself. Sorry.
Oh no,
I wasn't saying anything relevant.
Oh, okay. No, I just wanted to make sure. You know. That's cool. I mean,
The gates are down,
like I said,
but
I
if
didn't
we
think.
really want to
I
shut
thought
this
the flight would
checkpoint
be
down,
like.
we need something a
I'm not
little
even joking.
more
I thought it was
permanent.
going to be like 15 hours.
Got it.
You know,
Primary
figuring
power
that
source
I
is
know a lot of
generated.
people who,
It's in a
you know, like
structure
will
on
go
the cliffside
from,
above.
you know, like from here to like Hawaii or Japan, and it still takes them like 12 hours. You know, the flights are long. You know, so like I'm a little surprised that from California to fucking Italy, you know, that's short to me, to be honest with you. Like figuring,
Yeah, the
you know,
flight
like that.
from Germany to California, yeah, surprising to me as well.
I was like, from Germany to Venice is not that long flight, right? So from Frankfurt to Venice,
It is an hour and a half.
yeah, so it's like it can be more than like a couple hours, you know.
Yeah, I'll be right back though. I'm gonna go check on my family.
Okay.
Ooh, come on.
I can't wait to go overseas one day.
Huh?
I said I can't wait to go overseas one day.
Oh yeah?
I don't know if it's because no, it's not. No, I'm gonna go ahead and say no, it's not. I was gonna say I don't know if it's because of the pandemic, but I don't think it is. It's like I think it's because I'm getting older. You know that I'm like I've always had the itch to go travel, right? But I think it's just getting worse. Like I want to travel even more now, you know, because I'm like I want to say time is fleeting, but I want to make sure that I get this shit done. I want to go travel and go see stuff, you know. Gotta hit up Japan, man. I gotta hit up Japan. Oh, I just found out a little bit more about it. Okay, I don't know much about Okinawa, right? But I just found out it is a little bit more tropical than the rest of Japan. So I was like, that makes me want to go to Okinawa even more.
Yep. It is quite a bit more tropical. And so it'll be nice and humid just for you.
I mean, I'm not down for the humidity, but I've never been to a tropical location, so I would love to see how that is. Funny enough, I know when people say like we go overseas, and this is like when I was talking about different countries and stuff. I really want to go to Hawaii though. So I really want to go.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
that's why I never included in the top places I want to visit as far as like countries are concerned, because it's not a different country; it's the United States. Over the water,
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the top, one of the top. It's like it's one top in the second place. I want to go. I was supposed to go one time. Ish. It was a plan to go, but it cost too much. It's always the cost. I was supposed to go when I was kind of early adult-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was probably around 19. So I was supposed to go with Eric, and we were supposed to go to. I was going to go with him and his mom, and we were going to go to a tournament in Hawaii because their family is from Hawaii, right? They're Hawaiian, right? So their family told Eric and his mom about a tournament there, and then they told me about it, and I was like, and then I was like, oh, I want to go, and they was like, oh, we want you to go. He said we're competing for this tournament, but like take a little vacation, but I couldn't come up with the money.
Yeah. Oh, man, traveling is expensive. That's all I can say.
Well, I mean, figuring that at that point I was working not such a great job, on top of I wasn't making any money from karate, I was teaching by that point, and with my actual job, I wasn't getting paid that much. So, there was no say a couple $1,000,
The UNSC can move freely across this part of the ring for the first time in months.
I think
Man,
now
just
it might
lost
be a
some
little bit
long-held
easier,
territory.
but
And you took it single-handedly, Chief. If
even then,
Veteran
it's really
wasn't
hard.
worried before, he sure has a good reason to start.
Maybe I should do a GoFundMe. When this whole shit is over, we can actually travel properly.
Oh yeah.
I know a few people that attempted doing GoFundMes for traveling.
It'd be fun.
Still have some beacons left to find before the Forerunner
No,
sequence
I
is
probably
complete.
wouldn't actually do that.
Which one's next?
But okay, something's scary.
Whoa. Is it up there? It's up there! Yay! What the? I'm seeing a little bit of graphical glitches right now.
Oh, dude, I fell asleep playing One Piece. Oh, playing One Piece. Watching One Piece.
You're playing the One Piece game?
No, actually, I need to get back on World Seeker one day. I didn't beat that. I played that. Remember, did you get it?
Yeah, I've had it for a long time now. I have it on PC.
It's like I want to be a High Warrior game too. I like it. That makes me feel better. I'm almost it. Man, to still say that I was about to say what I'm about to say and still have about 100 episodes left to watch is crazy. I'm almost caught up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on episode 907.
There you go.
And There was a special that came out, but episode 1005 hasn't come out yet. So I'm actually under the 100 episode mark. Left to go. That's pretty cool to think about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost caught up with One Piece.
You excited?
Dude, I'm excited and almost disappointed because that means that I'm gonna have to be like one of those people who has to wait weekly. You know?
Yep.
Now, granted, I watch reviews of the chapters, the manga chapters, which is ahead, of course, the anime. So
I don't even know why you do that. You're just spoiling yourself.
I don't know. It happened, and I can't stop now. Right?
All right.
I'm
gonna go ahead and end my stream right here.
When I decided to watch, you know, like, or when I watched one of those videos, it just like, well, I was like, oh, I'm fascinated now. Oh, what happened? What? You know, like,
mm-hmm.
I got into the people reviewing that more than anything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
actually, I should probably go get a FOV. FOV. Nah,
yeah,
I
so
can do that later. I'll do it.
So I'm with you. I don't know why I did it either, but One Piece is definitely one of those shows or things like that I don't care if it's spoiled because it's so fucking long.
There might be scouts around.
You know, that like eventually it's like I keep saying to myself, eventually I'm gonna get to it. You know.
Heavily armored hog at your service. Stand by for the drop.
But I think what's cool about that is that the things that I have been spoiled about are more big things. And so there are little things that I actually do not know about, you know, the show, you know, or about, like, that has happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I know, like, the big overarching, the most important things that happen in certain chapters, but for the most part, there's still little things that I need, like, know, you know. Like, I know characters' names. I know some of these characters, you know, like, but I'm, like, still, like, it's kind of strange, you know, because I was like, I don't actually know them. I haven't seen them. I haven't, you know, like, I've read about them or I've, you know, heard things about them, you know, but I don't know, like, their full stories. You know, like, coming into Wano. Like, I knew about Otama, the little girl.
Yep.
Like, I knew her name. I knew her ability, eventually. Right?
That's a kill. I think we pissed them off.
But I didn't know some of this other backstory, right, that she had. And then, like, her connection to, you know, a certain somebody, you know. Like, I was like, what? So that shocked me, and then, like, it makes it even more sweet with her interactions, you know, with another person, you know. So there's things like that where I'm like, oh, okay, you know. Well, while the Straw Hats were also dressed the way they were dressed, even though I haven't seen some of the others, but it makes sense.
Yep, it makes sense.
Like, I was like, wait a minute, okay, remember when I said the animation change? I was like, I think I mentioned that. I was like, did the animation change? You know? And I was like, no, it really didn't. Like, the water, I was like, why does the water look different?
We'll need more data to reconstruct the Forerunner sequence.
Right?
Let's find the
And
remaining
apparently
pieces.
that's actually the way it did in the anime was like, it was a transition to that. Like, the land of Wano just has different looking water.
Yep.
Like, it has more waves, and so it looks different. I was like, oh, this is just not an aesthetic. Well, it is still an aesthetic thing. But I was like, there's an actual reason why this is like this.
You're
Okay,
almost too
that's
ugly
weird.
to kill, Slackjaw. You think?
Fob platform just ahead.
On fire tonight.
Oh my god.
Is that Jose that comes out there?
I have no idea.
That was me. I was looking at one of my other Discords that I'm in, and I accidentally clicked the thing to enter the chat when I was trying to hit something else, and it logged me in the chat.
Oh, so you do what I do sometimes where I accidentally hit something. I'm like, oops.
Oh, I do
Oh,
that
yeah.
all the time. Sometimes I'll be in a Discord, I don't even know it. Like,
oh, you do that a lot.
I'll go in.
I'm like, hey, and he was like, oh, I didn't even know I was on this.
Yeah, I'm terrible about it. I'll be clicking around, don't even know I'm on.
Well, I mean, you're not okay. I was like, I told him to sleep with not hanging out on Discord. I've done that a couple times.
I haven't done that, but that's also because I make sure to close out of my stuff and turn off my computer
No more
before I go to
hostiles
sleep.
around Fob Juliet. I think we're ready
So
to
sometimes I just I was like, oh, I'm gonna go do, you know, my thing, right? Oh, I'm gonna go do this, but let me get back on, and it never happens, or you know, yeah, that's why that happens, you know, and then I fall asleep. so I have to be kind of. I haven't done it on my phone, but I've definitely done it on my computer because the phone is a little bit different because I have the overlay on.
Give him hell, 117.
And since I'm constantly on my phone, if I see a little bubble at the at the top of my screen, I'm like, okay, I'm on Discord. Let me hang up on that.
Capture
You know,
confirmed.
if I
Another
accidentally
fob
clicked it.
secured for the UNSC. Look around. You can see where the ring has been slowly trying to repair itself.
But
Look at
computer,
all
hell yeah.
Pretty impressive for 6 months, huh? Imagine what it could do if we left it alone.
Yeah, no,
for,
I'm
well, no,
I'm
a
bad
million
because I'll go inside, I'll be looking at Discord or something and I'll accidentally click something. But I won't have my headset or anything on. And so I'll just be like, whatever, and then I'll go do whatever, and then I'll come back and, I'll put on my headset or whatever and just start playing games, not paying attention that I'm in Discord. Then, like, you'll hop in or someone else or something. I'll be like, wait, what? Am I in Discord? I'm like, where am I? And it's a good thing that hasn't happened on like random servers that often.
Why is she? Who is they?
All right. That will be where I end it in this game.
You guys need anything? Keep me posted.
End game. Oh, I am near the end. Hopefully, I beat this by the end of it.
Did you already stop streaming?
Yep, already stopped.
Oh,
just stop now, rather.
I was like, I still don't.